Ladies and gentlemen, in life there are moments when silence is the loudest statement you can make. When faced with challenges, negativity, or even betrayal, the natural response might be to react, to defend, to confront, to retaliate. But let me tell you this, wisdom teaches us a better way. Wisdom teaches us that sometimes the best response is no response. In the ever-turning wheel of life, we often overlook one of the most profound tools we have at our disposal: silence. It is more than the absence of sound. It is a reservoir of strength, a gateway to wisdom, and a force that can shape outcomes in ways words cannot. Silence, when wielded with intention, becomes a weapon, a powerful tool that can create clarity, command respect, and carve paths to greatness. The world we live in values noise. We are constantly bombarded with the idea that to be heard is to be seen, and to be seen is to matter. Yet if you look closely at the truly wise, the genuinely successful, you will notice a different rhythm. They do not rush to speak, nor do they scramble to react. They have mastered the art of holding their peace, of standing still while the world around them moves in chaos. Silence is their strength, and it can be yours too. True silence is not weakness, it is not passivity, it is not avoidance. Silence is a reflection of control. It takes far more discipline to hold your tongue than to lash out, to observe rather than to interrupt, to pause instead of retaliate. When you choose silence, you demonstrate that you are not ruled by external forces. You show the world that your peace is too precious to be sacrificed on the altar of petty arguments or momentary satisfaction. Silence, in its essence, is the ultimate sign of strength. When we are silent, we become listeners, and when we listen, we learn. Listening is one of the most underestimated skills in our journey of growth. In conversations, the person who speaks the least often learns the most. Words can distract, but silence allows us to absorb. In that quiet moment, you understand not only the words being spoken, but also the emotions, intentions, and undercurrents behind them. To be silent is to be wise, because the more you understand, the better positioned you are to respond with precision and purpose. Silence also gives you the gift of time. In moments of silence, there is a pause, a thoughtful space where wisdom takes root. So many mistakes in life come from acting too quickly, speaking too soon, or reacting without thought. Silence is the buffer between impulse and action. It allows you to weigh your options, to consider the consequences, and to choose your response wisely. In the pause, clarity emerges. In that space, solutions that seemed hidden come to light. But silence is not just a tool for strategy, it is also a sanctuary. It protects your energy, your peace, and your focus. Every time you engage in unnecessary debates or respond to meaningless provocations, you deplete your resources. Imagine what could happen if you redirected that energy. Imagine how much more you could accomplish if you chose to disengage from noise and focus on what truly matters. Silence is not just about holding back your voice, it's about saving your strength for battles that truly count. Think about the most powerful statements you've encountered in life. Were they the loudest? Or were they delivered with a calm resolve, an unshaken confidence that words could not match? Silence is a language of its own. It communicates dignity, restraint, and a deep sense of purpose. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. When you practice silence, you also create a space for reflection. In a world that moves so fast, where distractions are endless, silence allows you to slow down and think. It is in silence that you connect with your deeper self. It is in silence that you understand your motivations, align your actions with your values, and refine your vision for the future. Silence is where you meet yourself, and in that meeting you grow. Ladies and gentlemen, silence is not about disappearing, it is about rising above. It is not about doing less, but about doing what matters most. It is a weapon, a shield, and a guide. It is wisdom in its purest form. Use it to protect your peace, to sharpen your focus, and to build a life that speaks louder than any words ever could. Life has a way of testing us, doesn't it? A sharp word from a colleague, a disappointing betrayal by someone we trust, or even the frustrations of daily inconveniences. These moments push our buttons and tempt us to react. The urge to respond, to defend ourselves, to fight back can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth: reactions, especially impulsive ones, often lead to chaos. They throw fuel on a fire that might have otherwise burned out on its own. What we must learn if we are to master ourselves and navigate life with wisdom is the discipline to choose peace over noise. The reaction is the easy path. It is instinctive and requires no thought, no restraint. It is the unfiltered expression of frustration, anger, or fear. But the easy path rarely leads to growth. Reactions can escalate conflicts, deepen misunderstandings, and create unnecessary battles. A hasty word once spoken cannot be taken back. A thoughtless action once performed leaves its mark. How many times have we regretted reacting in the heat of the moment? How often have we wished we had paused, taken a breath, and chosen a different path? When you react, you hand over control. Think about it. In those moments of heated emotion, you are not acting from a place of strength or clarity. You are being driven by external forces, by the actions or words of someone else. In essence, you allow others to dictate your behavior. But true power lies in maintaining control over your emotions, your words, and your actions. Choosing peace over noise is not about weakness, it is about reclaiming your power. It is about refusing to let anyone or anything pull you into chaos. Peace is not passive, it is proactive. It is a deliberate decision to rise above the noise, to prioritize clarity over conflict, and to maintain your inner balance even in the face of provocation. Peace does not mean you ignore challenges or avoid addressing important issues. Instead, it means you approach them with a calm mind and a steady heart. It means you do not let the actions of others determine your state of being. Choosing peace is an act of courage because it requires strength to walk away from arguments, to refuse to retaliate, and to hold your tongue when you know your words could cut. When you choose peace, you create space for resolution. Chaos thrives on reaction, but peace invites reflection. It allows emotions to settle, perspectives to shift, and solutions to emerge. Imagine a stormy sea. When the winds rage, the waves crash violently, making it impossible to see what lies beneath. But when the winds calm and the water still, clarity returns. That is the power of choosing peace. It transforms the storm into an opportunity for understanding, growth, and progress. Choosing peace over noise is also a gift to yourself. It protects your energy, your focus, and your emotional well-being. Every argument you avoid, every unnecessary fight you walk away from is energy saved for the battles that truly matter. You cannot afford to be drained by every slight, every criticism, or every moment of frustration. Your purpose, your goals, your dreams, these deserve your full attention and energy. By choosing peace, you preserve your resources for the work that will truly define your life. And let us not forget the impact our actions have on others. When you react, you contribute to the noise. You add your voice to the chaos, making it harder for solutions to be found. But when you choose peace, you set an example. You show those around you that there is a better way. Your calmness inspires calmness in others. Your restraint encourages thoughtfulness. Peace is contagious, and by choosing it, you create a ripple effect that can transform relationships, communities, and even the world around you. So, the next time life challenges you, take a moment. Pause before you speak. Breathe before you act. Ask yourself, will this reaction serve me or will it serve chaos? And then make the choice that reflects your strength, your wisdom, and your commitment to a life of purpose. Because in the end, it is not the noise that defines us, it is the peace we choose amidst the storm. One of the most powerful choices you will ever make in life is the decision about who gets access to you. We live in a world where relationships, whether personal, professional, or social, hold significant weight. The people we allow into our lives can either uplift us, challenge us, and help us grow, or they can drain us, distract us, and hinder our progress. It's not just about who you know, it's about who you choose to invest in, who you allow to influence your energy, your thoughts, and your destiny. Relationships are not just interactions, they are investments. And like any wise investor, you must evaluate where you place your time, your trust, and your heart. It's easy to think that all relationships are created equal, that every person who comes into our orbit deserves a place in our life. But if you're going to achieve greatness, if you're going to pursue a life of purpose and fulfillment, you must be intentional about who you allow into your space. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Not everyone is worthy of your time, your thoughts, or your emotional energy. The reality is this: your life is too precious, your vision too important, and your goals too significant to be influenced by those who do not add value, those who do not support you in your journey toward greatness. Consider this: every relationship is either a blessing or a lesson. Some people will come into your life to help you grow, to challenge you to think differently, to push you to be better. These are the relationships that elevate you. They bring out the best in you, not by indulging your comfort zone, but by expanding your perspective and pushing you to reach new heights. Then there are those who come into your life and drain you, who pull from your energy without ever replenishing it. These individuals may not necessarily mean harm, but they do not contribute to your progress. And make no mistake, allowing too many of these draining relationships into your life will leave you exhausted, frustrated, and unproductive. So how do you evaluate who deserves access to you? The first step is understanding the kind of energy you need in your life. You need people who encourage you when you're down, who cheer you on when you want to quit, who challenge you when you need to grow. You need relationships that challenge you to rise higher, that hold you accountable to the vision you have for your life. The right relationships inspire you to be better, to think bigger, and to act with integrity. They do not allow you to stay in mediocrity, they challenge you to go beyond your limitations. But equally important is recognizing when a relationship is no longer serving its purpose. Just because someone has been in your life for a long time doesn't mean they deserve a permanent place. Some people may have served their purpose as a lesson, and that's okay. Life is about seasons, and not all relationships are meant to last forever. If someone's presence in your life leaves you feeling less than, or if they drain you without adding any positive value, it is time to make a difficult decision. That does not mean you wish them ill or harbor resentment. It simply means you recognize the need to protect your energy and your peace. Another way to evaluate relationships is by asking yourself, does this person bring me closer to the best version of myself? Think about the people in your life right now. Do they lift you up, or do they keep you stuck in negativity and complacency? Do they see the potential in you and encourage you to reach it, or do they settle for less and pull you down with them? The people you surround yourself with play a critical role in shaping who you become. If you want to rise, you must be willing to separate yourself from those who are content with staying where they are. Now, this isn't always easy. It's hard to let go of relationships, especially those that have been in your life for a long time. But you must understand that your time is one of your most valuable assets. Time with the wrong people is time you can never get back. It is time spent away from your purpose, your potential, and your destiny. If someone or something isn't pushing you forward, it is pulling you backward. If a relationship isn't helping you become the person you are meant to be, it is holding you hostage to who you were. Think of yourself as the CEO of your own life. You must evaluate all relationships as if you were evaluating business partners. Are they contributing to your success, helping you build your vision, and helping you expand your horizons? Or are they simply taking up space and time that could be spent with people who are aligned with your goals and values? Your life deserves to be surrounded by individuals who add value, who bring out your best, and who support your journey to greatness. Choosing who gets access to you is not about being selfish. It is about being intentional with your life. It is about making sure that every relationship you nurture has purpose and direction. Life is too short to spend time with people who do not value you or your dreams. Choose wisely and choose courageously. Evaluate every relationship through the lens of your vision for your life. And when necessary, make the tough calls. Protect your peace, guard your energy, and surround yourself with people who deserve a place in your journey. There is a profound truth in the idea that to grow, you must be willing to let go. But what does it truly mean to let go? Letting go is not about surrendering to defeat or giving up on your dreams. It's not about abandoning your desires or resigning yourself to mediocrity. No, letting go is about releasing what no longer serves your highest good, clearing away the distractions, the weight, and the baggage that hold you back. It is the art of detachment, a practice that frees you to move forward with clarity, purpose, and power. In life, we accumulate a lot of things: physical possessions, emotional baggage, past regrets, unproductive relationships, and negative patterns of thinking. These things may have once had value or meaning, but they begin to weigh us down over time. We hold on to them because they are familiar. We fear that without them, we will lose ourselves, or that we won't know who we are without our attachments. Yet these very attachments are what limit us. They keep us anchored to the past and prevent us from stepping into the future. Growth cannot occur in a place of stagnation. To move forward, we must first let go of what we've been holding on to. The process of detachment is not easy. It requires a willingness to release the comfort of what is known in order to embrace the uncertainty of what can be. We are creatures of habit, and breaking free from old ways of thinking, old relationships, and old behaviors takes courage. But this is where true growth begins, when we have the courage to let go of what is holding us back. We must recognize that attachment is often rooted in fear, fear of loss, fear of change, and fear of the unknown. But growth is only possible when we move beyond our fears, when we step into the unfamiliar with faith and confidence. Letting go is not about rejecting or neglecting the things that matter. It's about discerning what deserves to stay and what must go. There are things in our lives that are meant to be released so we can create space for new opportunities, new experiences, and new growth. Just as a tree sheds its leaves in the fall to make way for new growth in the spring, we must shed the weight of outdated beliefs, toxic environments, and past hurts. If we continue to hold on to things that no longer align with our purpose, we are simply holding ourselves back from the potential of the future. We must also recognize that detachment is not about detaching from life or from love. It's about detaching from outcomes, from expectations, and from the need to control every situation. How many of us have invested so much of ourselves into controlling the outcome of something, only to realize that we were fighting against the natural flow of life? Life has a rhythm of its own, a pace that cannot always be predicted or controlled. When we let go of the need to micromanage every detail, we allow ourselves the freedom to flow with life's natural unfolding. We allow space for the unexpected to surprise us, for new opportunities to present themselves, and for growth to occur in ways we never imagined. This detachment also extends to people. We must recognize that not everyone who enters our lives is meant to stay forever. People come into our lives for different reasons, some to teach us lessons, others to share moments of joy, and still others to help us grow. But when the season for a relationship has passed, it is important to release it without guilt, resentment, or fear. Holding on to people out of obligation or fear of loneliness will only keep us tethered to situations that prevent us from evolving. True love and true relationships come from a place of freedom, not attachment. The most powerful relationships are the ones that are built on mutual respect, mutual growth, and the willingness to allow each other to evolve. We must also practice detachment from our own identities. Often we become so attached to the version of ourselves that we were yesterday that we refuse to let go of the person we've outgrown. We hold on to old patterns, old beliefs, and old stories that no longer serve us simply because they are familiar, but growth demands change. To grow, you must be willing to release the old version of yourself, the version that is limited by past experiences and self-imposed boundaries. Embrace the new you, the one that is free to evolve, to dream bigger, and to reach higher. The art of detachment also teaches us the value of trust. When we let go, we trust that life will bring us what we need, even if it doesn't come in the form we expect. We trust that the universe, or whatever you believe in, is always guiding us toward our highest good. We trust that the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances will manifest when we are ready to receive them. Detachment is not about giving up, it's about trusting the process, trusting that everything is happening for our highest good, and that what is meant for us will not pass us by. Detachment also leads us to inner peace. When we are attached to outcomes, we are constantly in a state of worry, stress, and anxiety. But when we release the need to control everything, we step into a place of calm, knowing that everything will unfold as it should. We allow ourselves to experience life without the constant pressure of having to make everything perfect. Detachment gives us the freedom to live fully in the present moment, to enjoy the journey without being overly concerned with where it is taking us. To grow, to truly evolve, you must be willing to detach from what is no longer serving you. Let go of the things, people, and ideas that are holding you back. Step into the unknown with courage, knowing that you are creating space for something greater to unfold. Detachment is the key that unlocks the door to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new growth. Embrace it and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. In the journey of life, there is one thing that can propel you towards success more than any other: a clear sense of purpose. Purpose is the driving force behind every action you take, every decision you make, and every step you take toward your destiny. It is the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even in the face of adversity. When you know your purpose, everything else falls into place. Your energy is focused, your goals become clearer, and the path before you becomes illuminated with possibility. Far too often, we allow ourselves to be distracted by the noise of the world, by the demands of others, by societal expectations, and by the constant barrage of information that seeks to pull us in every direction. In such a fast-paced world, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But when you are rooted in your purpose, no external noise can drown out the voice of your inner direction. Purpose keeps you grounded and aligned with your true self. It enables you to focus your energy on what is important, to channel your resources toward building a future that reflects who you are and what you are meant to do in this world. In closing, remember this: your purpose is not something you simply find, it is something you create, something you cultivate every single day through the choices you make and the energy you invest. When you focus on purpose, you are not just moving toward a destination, you are shaping a life of meaning, fulfillment, and impact. Your energy, when channeled into your purpose, becomes unstoppable. It propels you through the challenges, guides you through the uncertainty, and ultimately leads you to a destiny greater than you could have ever imagined. So I urge you to ask yourself, what is your purpose? What drives you? What legacy do you wish to leave? Once you find that answer, pour your energy into it without hesitation and trust that the journey will unfold as it should. You have within you the power to shape your future, to create a life that is not just successful, but truly meaningful. Focus on your purpose, channel your energy into it, and watch how your destiny will align with the greatness you were born to achieve.